What's up, guys? It is Colin G, your friendly neighborhood swole nurse, and it is squat day. "6:23 in the a.m. It is another glorious morning. I hope everyone's having a fantastic, fabulous day wherever you are in the country. It's a glorious day to be alive today. But today is not so good of a day for me because it's squat day. And after squats, we do deadlifts. And after deadlifts, we do accessories. And if you're new to the channel or you're not familiar with how we get down over here in the state of Virginia, we train fasted. So, normally it's not an issue, but on a day like squats, or on a day like deadlifts, followed by squats, we got to do something a little different. So, go to our trusty supplement cabinet and grab a bottle of Endurance BCAA Plus. I don't care what anybody says about branched chain amino acids. If you don't like them, whatever. If you're training fasted, that's guaranteed to let you not pass out. Hands down, period. Pre-workout today, let's see. Obviously, we're going to go with our Mesomorph. It is hands down the best pre-workout on the planet. However, I like to change up the flavors, and Rocket Pop's a limited edition flavor, and it is the best flavor, but I don't want to run out of it. So I think today we're going to go with grape. Enough playtime, let's get to the gym. Note to self, you will freeze your ever-loving hand off when it is cold outside at 16 degrees and driving montage does not work well sticking your hand out the window. Week 1, day 4, squats. Jim Windler's 531. Boring but big T-Nation 3-month challenge. And this is everybody's hated day of the week. Most people in the world skip leg day. I, however, have learned to come to love squats. When you get into powerlifting and you stop and you drop the weight and drop the ego and start lifting properly, squats actually become something you love and enjoy to do. And over time, I've gained a couple of pieces of equipment that have really helped make squatting more comfortable, such as these Nike Romelio 2 squat shoes, and definitely a lever belt has helped greatly. And we're going to touch on a little bit of a topic this time around. In my last cube program that we did, we started doing some box squats at the end, and I maxed out on my max lift on a box squat just to help build some more hamstring strength and things of that nature. I decided that throughout this entire 531 program that I was going to go ahead and do some box squats. And some people pointed out that my form was a little bit off as far as depth was concerned. So people were concerned, saying that, you know, I was hitting parallel, but I wasn't really breaking parallel. And when we did that max lift, we used a 45-pound plate up on top of this box. Ideally, I would like to eventually get down to just the box alone, but my partner was kind of strained his inner thigh last week, so
we went ahead and we just used the 25-pound plate. So the 25-pound plate is much thinner than the 45-pound plate, almost by half. And so as you can see here, we're very easily able to break parallel. As we started getting into some of the heavier sets, we definitely had to focus a little bit more than we did early on. Mainly with our breathing, you know, breathing is very, very important, and it's a big step that a lot of people actually miss. You know, a lot of people breathe up into their chest when they really should be breathing into their stomach. And if you do a Google search or another YouTube search, Chris Duffin does a wonderful video on how to squat, and it gives you 5 different cueing techniques that a lot of coaches give, but not always people understand. So if you have some time, go check out that video, and one of the topics is how to breathe into your stomach. So on this last set coming up here, my coach decided to tell me at that point that I was kind of rocking a little bit back and forth. You may have noticed that, using a little bit of momentum in the box squat. So on the last set, I really tried to keep it tight, and as you can see here in this last set, there is no more rocking or using any momentum to my advantage whatsoever. And after this set of 5, we went ahead and we ran into a AMRAP. And when we hit this AMRAP, I decided that I wanted to take the box out of play, because I've now been squatting with the box consecutively for about 4 weeks or so, and I really wanted to see kind of how my depth was compared to what it was previously. Now you can see here my stance is much wider than it used to be, and from what I can tell, you can leave a comment down below, but it looks like I'm breaking parallel just fine. And I'm actually seeing this footage right now as I'm recording this voiceover for the first time, and I'm really impressed with the difference in my squat over the last few weeks, without a doubt. So we got 8 reps, and from that point we roll on over into our deadlift portion, or our accessory movements. And like I said before in the previous video, I really am enjoying the program because it gives you a chance to work your muscle groups twice in every weekly session. So for example, on Sundays you hit your overhead press and your bench press as an accessory, then you follow up with your deadlifts with a squat as an accessory, and then it kind of does a reverse roll. You use from that point your bench press as your main lift, and your overhead press as your secondary movement. And then obviously here on squat day, our squat turns into our main lift, and then our accessory lift is this 5 sets of 10 for a deadlift. Now I decided also that I'm going to be going strictly sumo. When I tried to max out, I was having a lot of trouble maxing sumo, just because for the fact that I'm not entirely used to it yet. And so I decided that I'm going to stick with the sumo stance and not go conventional. If I decide to pull in a meet, maybe I might switch to a conventional deadlift. However, I really want to work on that, and I really want to work on pulling sumo consecutively solely. So after we got done with our deadlifts, we went ahead and we did some hanging leg raises for abs. You know, there's not really much to say except core work is extremely important, and I know I have some weight to lose. However, my body composition is still changing, especially with the conditioning portion of 531. I've lost a total of 40 pounds in the past. I gained a little bit of it back after the holidays. However, now I'm still focused mainly on strength, and but if my physique changes along the way, that's great. But you still got to do abs, whether you're 330 pounds or whether you're 168 pounds. So abs are very important. So we hit 5 sets of 10 reps on these hanging leg raises here.
That wraps up another day of squats and the 531 program. So officially that is the last day of the first week. And I'll have to say, it was a little struggle there a couple of times due to, pain issues and a little bit of fatigue. But those BCAAs that I took earlier on and during training really helped me power through the squat routine without an issue at all. And I want you guys to comment down below if you're enjoying the training footage. My whole goal of this series was to put up the 5-3-1 and try to film as many sets, as many exercises, as many weeks as possible, and hopefully get the entire 3 months into one series. So if you ever want to follow along with the routine and you want to follow along 5-3-1 boring but big, all you have to do is calculate your own numbers and you can follow along with me and help stay motivated. So once again, this is Colin G, the Swole Nurse. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video. Help spread the message to anybody who might want it. And don't forget to follow those social media links down below. And I will catch you guys later in another video. Peace.